Yes, welcome back to the channel. Today we are breaking down Nottingham Forest and their upcoming visit to the Emirates. Forest come into this match with 1 win, 1 draw and 1 loss so far, scoring 4 goals and conceding 5 in the process. This video will be an opponent analysis on Forest and its key players. Forest typically set up in a 4-2-3-1 formation, which transforms to a 3-1-3-3 formation in possession, where one of the defensive midfielders drops deep, creating a back three, while the fullbacks push high and wide, ready for the overlap. Out of possession though, they fall back to a compact 4-5-1 formation. Their defensive shape is all about forcing the opponent wide and keeping the middle completely locked down. Now let's talk about their attacking phases. Forest's build-up starts from the back. The defenders spread wide and one of the defensive midfielders drops to collect and recycle the ball until an opening presents itself. That opening is either from the wingers or a direct long ball to the striker. Progression is usually dictated by Anderson. He's the engine of the team, always dropping in, receiving the ball, and driving the team forward. But when it comes to creativity, they mostly look to Gibbs White. He drifts around the pitch, adjusting to the rhythm of the attack. In the final third, Forest like to use their wingers and fullbacks to stretch the pitch. Quick bursts forward mean you'll often see only 2 or 3 players in the box waiting for a cross, sometimes a fourth when the fullback delivers. When it comes to their pattern of play, they often attempt to split the defensive line for the striker or the other attackers. An alternative approach is a rapid switch from the back line to the wing, straight into the danger zone. Defensively, Forest are similar to Arsenal. When opponents try to play out from the back, they press high, but once the opponent gets out of their defensive third, they adjust to a solid 4-5-1 low block formation. Their pressing is zonal, such that they don't man-mark heavily. Instead, they close down spaces and cut off the central options. Their main goal is to keep the center locked tight, force the opposition wide, and wait for mistakes. And in transitions, they are sharp. If a winger is free, it's an instant counter. If not, they slow things down, reset shape, and get organized. Now we can look at the key players for Nottingham Forest. The first we will look at is Morgan Gibbs White, who is the creative playmaker for the team. Even with a slight dip of form currently, he leads the stats in expected assists, dribbles, and possession won in the final third. His heat maps for the last 3 matches indicate that he's everywhere in the opponent's half. Callum Hudson-Odoi is their wide outlet and main transition threat. He's been consistent lately, leading the stats in big chances created and shots on target. His touch count and heat maps show that he is crucial for keeping the ball in the attacking third. Chris Wood is Forest's target man. He doesn't touch the ball often, but when he does, he's efficient. He leads the stats in goals scored, expected goals on target, shots per 90, and shots on target per 90. He forces defenders to stay occupied, opening space for wide players and for Gibbs White. And finally, Elliot Anderson, the heartbeat of this team. He leads the team in passes, tackles, and contributes to both creativity and defense. He's usually tasked with shutting down the opponent's most dangerous midfielder. And as the heartbeat, he finds himself all over the pitch, as you can see from his heat maps. So, what can we say about Forest's footballing DNA? They are direct, they play with fast transitions and wide attacks, and they also have a conservative but effective defensive approach. Forest are very much an attack-first side, but with a cautious backbone. There are a few things you need to keep an eye on when it comes to playing Forest. How often do they use the left wing in transition? Who is Anderson tracking defensively? And where does Hudson-Odoi line up, on the left or the right? That changes the dynamic of their attack completely. Psychologically, the team do struggle against compact defenses, and they are vulnerable to long ball counters. These are the cracks that opponents can try to exploit. Now, let's quickly compare Arsenal and Nottingham Forest in terms of key numbers. Arsenal has been scoring more goals per 90, generating a higher expected goal from set plays and taking more total shots. On the other hand, Forest boasts a higher overall expected goal tally, especially in open play, while also creating more big chances and completing more total passes. Their flow maps show that their main region of play is on their left, and their shot map also indicates that they are more accurate with the shots coming from the left. Arsenal also play in their own half more than Forest, so that defensive style will be something Forest will have to overcome if they are to dominate the match. This matchup at the Emirates will be a clash of Arsenal's defensive possession and set-piece strength against Forest's more open play, chance-creating style. So, that's Nottingham Forest in a nutshell. Direct, quick, and dangerous on the wings, but with some vulnerabilities in defense. While editing this video, the news came out that Nottingham's coach Nuno has been sacked by the club before their match against Arsenal. The rumour is that Ange Postecoglou will be replacing him in time for the next match. So it will be interesting to see how much of his football approach will change the way Forest will play on Saturday. On another note, I'm trying to find a good approach to making these videos as I attempt to reduce my editing time in order to keep up with the upcoming busy schedule. I also only noticed that the poor video quality recently is due to an issue on my end and not YouTube, so I'm hoping to tend to that moving forward. And with that, we've come to the end of this analysis video. Please like and subscribe for more Arsenal analysis content. I'll see you in the next video.